What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So during the fall that we saw during the last week, I decided that I wanted to buy into some cryptocurrencies, right? I feel like when you find those lows and people are very fearful, you have to find a place to purchase. That's my mindset, right? I've always had that mindset, and that's why I believe I've been able to succeed for so long in the crypto market, right? There's a lot of people that will buy at a certain point, see it drop because crypto is very volatile, and they will get out of crypto completely because they're losing, right? And they don't want to lose. But as you take those falls and you say, okay, I can gain so much from this if I decide to average into it. Because if I believed in it above this price, right, above my price that I bought in, I should believe in it below my price, right? So if it's half where I bought in, that's giving you an opportunity to buy in more, giving you more coins, giving you a better opportunity in the end when you do exceed your overall cost basis by maybe 100% or 200%. It now looks a lot better on you because you bought a lot lower to lower your effective cost basis. So with that being said, I decided to buy two positions during this last kind of pullback that we saw. And I saw two opportunities that I feel like I couldn't pass up. And I want to talk about those and how I've been able to do what I wanted to do, which is invest at what I believe is still a low point. It ends up coming back down, and now I'm investing at a lower point, giving myself a chance to break even a lot faster and make more money a lot faster. Does that make sense? So I'm going to talk about those two positions, the fact that I was right about those. However, we could see things that pull back. It just gives me a little bit better of an opportunity compared to where I was. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of those links down below. It does help out the channel for Patreon, for Twitter. Those links are down there in the description. Also, if you want to check out my link for BTCC, let's say you wanted to trade very quickly and make some money more in a short term as well as some long term moves. You can do that with BTCC leverage trading. You can do it trading outright. You can also demo trade if you want to check out a different strategy and whatnot. But if you sign up with my link, you'll get a 10% deposit bonus as well as 40% lower trading fees than anybody that's signing up just degular over there, right? And then you also can get extra bonuses up to $10,055. So feel free to check out my link down below for BTCC. And if you are leverage trading, the only thing I ask is that you always set yourself a stop loss, because even people like me, I'm wrong. Everybody is wrong. And if you're wrong, you want to live to fight another day, right? Anyways, let's go ahead and get into what this discussion is all about, right? Again, we saw the market that came back from a borderline $3 trillion market cap down to a $2.4 trillion market cap overall. Majority of that was Bitcoin, but you did see a lot of altcoins that were falling as well and providing a ton of opportunities. Now, I put out a video last week about different positions that I was buying. And I also did a live stream to where I bought one of those positions on live. And I want to talk about both of those plays and why I'm in a better spot because of this drop. So if we go over to coin market cap, you're going to see some things that are on my watch list, right? I have my watch list here. The reason why they're on my watch list is because I did buy all of these positions, virtually all these positions. And you're going to see two of them that are at the top. Both of these that are at the top, Cosmos and Kaspa, I bought those during this last fall. Now, the reason why I decided to buy it, right, if I go into Kaspa specifically, the reason why I decided to buy it was because my first purchase, where I wanted to purchase this at, was at about 3 cents. It ended up increasing. It didn't get down to the 3 cent mark. It got down to like 3.5 cents, and I didn't buy because I thought it was going to get down to 3 cents. It ended up increasing over 5 cents, over 6, up to 10, and then past that to 15. I was waiting for a pullback because I'm always waiting for that, little bit of a resistance from a certain high level. And it pulled back to about 12 or 13 cents. Well, once I had that pullback, I decided to purchase there. Right, that was my first initial purchase, which was like 1,000 or 2,000 or whatever. I then saw it decrease again down to about 10 cents, but I really never saw it go down past that. So that's why I decided to buy some more there. I had a total of about 15,000. It was like 14,800 something. So I had about 15,000 coins that I was happy with because it gets to a level of $1. It's $15,000 off of the money that I spent. Fantastic, right? However, I told myself if I found another opportunity below 10 cents, I would purchase that. Now, if you didn't know, in the past week, Kaspa actually hit a low of 5.5 cents, opening up the door, opening up that opportunity to buy in at these low levels again for when you see this hit a level of $1, $2, and so on and so forth. So now I decided to buy the exact amount that I had, which is about 15,000. I bought another 15,000 to give myself 30,000. That lowered my cost basis a heck of a lot. And now I'm on the verge of breaking even. If I can go into Kraken, which I can't right now, but I'm on the verge of breaking even on that, even though my initial purchase was at 12 cents. So it opens up the door to break even a lot faster and be able to be profitable a lot faster above where a lot of people bought it. But the reason why most people won't see that and most people won't do the same thing is because they are fearful, right? The fear and greed index was at like 12 or 15 or something. So it was at a very low point, meaning that people didn't want to buy. They just wanted to wait it out, right? And then when it gets to a certain point where it becomes profitable, that's where they end up making those moves. The same thing happened with Cosmos, right? If we look at Cosmos, Adam, I thought that this has a ton of potential, right? I made money from this multiple times. I made money from, I can't remember where it was a starting point, but I know that I ended up selling at $44 per coin. And then I ended up selling again at $44 per coin. I bought it low at like $20, sold at $40, $44 per coin, and ended up making a decent amount of money from it both times that I sold. So I'm already up on this position, but I see where the future is going to go, especially looking at this at sub $4. Over the past week, it got all the way down to, I believe, $3.50, about $3.50, $3.40. I bought at $3.90. Didn't really care where it was around this area. What I cared about was the fact that it opens up the door for more opportunity. And I'll show you that example because my original purchase price was way higher than this, but I decided to buy another 1,000 coins, right? Because the first time I bought, or not the first time, but the first time I bought my stockpile that I have now, I only bought, I think it was like 200 or 300. Then I started to add up as we were below $10. But as we got to about $3 or so, below $4, I decided, you know what, I have to buy more. If I had 2,000, it would be great. So if we go over to Coinbase, you can see here, this is what I hold, right? It's currently at $4.49. I am down $54.08, right? 0.6% loss on my plays. My average is $4.49. The reason why this is so good, the reason why I'm showing you this is because today's return is $853. Just because I was able to buy at those low levels, I was now able to get to break even a lot faster, making me profitable above $5, which is, or making me profitable above $5 or $4.50, which is fantastic, meaning that I have so much growth above it. And seeing how the all-time high is about $45, if I can get back to those points with 2,000 coins, we're looking at, let's just say 1,000 coins is going to be for short-term investing. I'm looking at $45,000 off of just that, what I hold, right? And then the rest that's sitting over in my Ledger wallet or forever could end up going to levels of $100 or $200 or whatever we see that potentially going to, especially with Cosmos's larger use cases, right? And partnerships and all that stuff, right? Connections. So the reason why I'm making this video is not to necessarily say, hey, I'm right and you're wrong and all this stuff here. It's to show you guys that while you invest at a little bit of a higher point, it doesn't mean that you can't make your situation a heck of a lot better when it goes lower. This is why Warren Buffett will say, be fearful while others are greedy and greedy while others are fearful. Because while people are fearful, if you are greedy, you can benefit in the long run 10 times out of 10. That's just how that works, right? Now, if you're investing into something that has no future and they said like the business is closed and it's not coming back and all of this other stuff, right? That's dead in the water. However, if you have something that truly has connections, they have partnerships, they have use cases, they have many different things that are going for them, why not invest into what they are doing, right? That's just a no-brainer in my opinion. So let me know what you think about this. Was I right about these two plays? Am I wrong about these two plays? Have you found a way to take that same opportunity with other positions and be able to break even a lot faster or make profit a lot faster? Let me know in the comment section below. But I'm going to get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.